It's a legit idea. I worked with this company called Async, which did a lot of early generative NFT stuff. It was kind of more like an artist would mint like the different tracks of their song, so like guitar, vocals, drums as different NFTs and have different and different variations, and then exactly make your own generative mix.
It would be interesting, even non-generative, because I know, like, especially in like the hip hop world, there are like producers who sell their beats.
100%.
You know, if you could mint them, or even mint like certain bass lines, or
yeah, man.
Yeah. The only hard part is, you know, like this is actually where right clickability is a problem.
That's true. Yeah.
So yeah, it would be hard to do it in a way that everything doesn't immediately get stolen.
Music's been kind of fucked that way anyway, though, for a while. Like basically, music is, you know, has a ownership issue ever since LimeWire. You know,
that's what I was gonna say.
So, and that's why Napster is the original, and that really kind of fucked the music industry, because I was at UMG for a long time. That was,
that was a top of mind kind of issue.
Absolutely, yeah. I wasn't there when it was like the CD days. In the CD days pre-Napster, people were making money. That was like the heyday, you know. And then everything kind of crashed and burned, and now.
It's interesting that the music industry is still kind of built for like the days of radio.
One of my jobs at UMG was I was working radio promo, and it was literally just payola. We were just like going to radio stations and bribing them to play our artists' music. That was literally the job. I was just writing checks of 10 grand to some DJ so he would play Ed Sheeran song, you know, like that was the job.
Yeah, I remember that, like, at one point my dad worked at IRL, and it was like...
I know them very well. Yeah.
He was like, it's like they treat Taylor Swift like royalty.
Oh God, yeah.
Cash cow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just get everyone to play their music, and you know the money just rolls in.
And they still, you know, the labels are paying them, you know, it's but that is, you know, sort of a.
It's worse, like from what I have heard, like the music industry is like it's even more brutal like space. Like I know that art has like its own, like especially modern art, and like how much of it is actually like actual value. You can even measure like who's better.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot of like PR.
Mostly PR. Yeah, you know, and I'm jaded at this point, but you know, you go around to these different galleries and meet fine artists, and ultimately people are investing more in the person than the art.
How brutal the industry is depends on whether you're an executive in the industry or an artist in the industry.
Well said. No, man, it's true. And that's, you know, dealing with art in any medium, because ultimately, like, you have people dealing with talent, and like all you can really do is, you know.
Yeah, it's a celebrity factory as well.
So we're chilling. I figure, like, let's just chill and we can talk and we can like chip away at it. We're talking. So this is really nice. She actually reached out to me on Telegram because she wants to learn more about. They're more on like cybersecurity and that end of the world. They're Superchief, so this is their space.
Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah.
Jesse.
Kat.
Yeah, I'm V.
Hi, nice to meet you.
We walk by like we.
Because y'all live right here, though, right?
Yeah. We walk many times outside, and I was like, I'm curious to see like now. So the event.
Yeah, it's a really cool space, and yeah, they've done a lot of really cool exhibits and like gallery things. They used to have a space in Soho.
Ah, cool. Yeah, we almost looked at the wrong one on Google Maps.
Oh yeah. Do y'all still have that? The one in Union Square? Okay.
It
Cool.
still
Okay.
shows up. It's the one that's close to Union.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's the one that still shows up. We also like looking at that one.
Yeah.
We've tried.
Yeah. No, this is. I mean, this. One of them said it. Like, this is a pretty funny, different kind of vibe than like usual Superchief vibes, right? We're very clean. We're very, you know.
Yeah, this is very like buttoned up, very posh compared to our normal warehouse gallery.
How's it going? Alex, man. Nice to meet you.
Jake, nice to meet you.
Really nice.
So we were talking, we actually gotten to talk about music in the space too, and sort of what that looks like. So I worked in music before I was doing fine arts. I was at UMG for a long time, and Mr. Cybersecurity Engineer actually had some kind of interesting creative ideas about, ways that AI generated music and that kind of stuff could be.
I guess I was just kind of riffing off of the whole UMG problem, or the problem that UMG has with the AI generated Drake and the Weeknd collab.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of crazy, right? And it's also kind of that applies to visual artists as well.
Yeah.
It's affecting all the industries right now, because didn't Tesla just do an ad with I forget the actor, but it was just an AI recreation of the actor. So that's one reason that the Screen Actors Guild is going to start striking as well.
No way.
Yeah, they're like super anti, like especially from the right side.
Right, you can just write a script in AI, huh?
Exactly, and it's like
It's
never.
Yeah.
Simply not like never going to be as good.
Right.
I remember one of the signs that the people were holding up was literally like AI doesn't have childhood trauma.
There you go. Exactly.
Yeah.
We need that shit. Yeah. We need that shit. There you go. Yeah, it probably will actually.
It's
It's
easier
gonna be-
trauma. Like
it's gonna be,
a drama
like,
stealer. Like
really
it's-
tough.
Yeah.
The collective trauma.
That's true. Dang. So maybe that's even heavier.
Trauma
Yeah.
dumping is actually just traumatizing an AI model.
Whoa. That's crazy.
A couple of years from now, pretty much written into any new artist's contract is going to be the rights to your
Yeah, it's definitely.
just your voice and your person after death, so they can recreate you and keep making money.
I mean, it's already a thing.
It's
right?
already
Like,
a thing.
Yes.
Like, when it-
Specifically
I've heard
to the
about
IP
someone actually selling
to
Your likeness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same reason that we've been able to make holograms.
Yeah, but some nerd will also figure out how to just record it and feed it into a model and just
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
always
problem with
gonna
media is it's really easy to steal. It's
And that's sort of my point is like, yes, you can have that written into a contract, but it's going to be really hard to enforce.
yeah.
You
and
know what I
some
mean?
idiot with the web scraper will just
I think it will be written into things. Yeah.
like I think one of the things with like IP, with AI and IP,
Mhm.
is I really feel like all the people that own the IPs, like Disney, Star Wars, whatever it may be, are going about it wrong, and they're not learning from like the Napster thing. Like, instead of fighting you directly, why don't you collaborate with them? Like, look, all right, you want to use Mickey Mouse you want to have Mickey Mouse doing a kickflip on a skateboard?
Nice.
Sure.
Yeah.
We take XYZ percentage.
Yeah.
And then you can use Mickey Mouse as much as you want, and then they're going to generate millions and millions of dollars.
That's
like
what
that.
Grimes is already
Because
doing.
if you don't do that, they're going to Napster the hell out of you.
Yeah. You're just going to lose all the profit.
A more kind of like fatalist idea about how things are going to go. I think that it's unavoidable that people will always be able to copy paste things. But to your point, where you said like the music industry is also so much about the person and kind of a celebrity lab, as much as it is about like the actual music and what people listen to.
Yeah.
Eventually, you'll have situations where like the companies just essentially they market the person, and that creates value in the style of music that they produce, even if they just AI generated based off of a few samples.
So that's what UMG is nowadays, right? They don't distribute the music anymore. The streaming platforms do, right? So UMG is basically just a marketing machine at this point. That they're basically just a major marketing machine. They have a lot of money that can have relationships to brands and
Do you even need
yeah.
a human? Think about that.
You don't actually. You can
Like-
To do that, no.
I mean,
If we can have your cadence, right? We already know how to market you.
Yeah.
We already have all the distribution channels, right? If we can create a fictitious person, give him a personality, market him, make him believable, why do we need an actual physical? Besides the fact
Tried
that
to
people,
do that, and it hasn't really worked.
Kingship.
not yet,
I think
it
that's
hasn't worked
happening in
yet.
other
Yeah.
places.
Hasn't worked
Like
yet.
the VTubers, like the Twitch streamers who are
But there's
just
still
like
like
AI,
Yeah.
like AI
I
generation.
agree.
Like I don't think it's
Yeah.
ever gonna be quite the same. Like the fact, like when I listen to a Kendrick album, right? I'm listening to Kendrick write a Kendrick album,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Which I'm immediately going to care about more because he's a human and I can relate to a
Well,
human. I
Even
cannot relate to
subconsciously,
AI in
even
any sense of the
subconsciously,
word.
yeah.
Like there will be a further separation of the persona and the actual artist writing it. I think.
Yeah.
Let's say you're a very gifted like lyricist.
Mhm.
You just happen to be ugly as shit. Like,
A lot of songwriters and
Yeah,
you know,
Yeah.
you know.
God can take care of that. Like,
That's true too. Make you pretty. Yeah.
it's like, I want this conspiracy theory to be true.
Yeah.
I'm not into conspiracy theories at
I
all.
want to believe.
But I want to believe because it would be so cool if it is.
Yeah.
The conspiracy theory about Britney Spears. Have you heard this one?
Uh-uh.
Yeah. Like all the crazy stuff of her dancing and like being wacky, right?
Yeah.
It's not really her. It's
What?
AR and it's her sister.
Oh my god.
Of her when she's dancing, the filter like goes off and like it doesn't look like her at all.
And to make her seem crazy so her dad can keep owning her or something like that. That's a
But
conspiracy.
if you ask me, I think
That's
somebody
an
altered the video and
interesting-
it's just somebody altered the video is probably just trolling to just create.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I want it to be true.
Yeah, well, it doesn't sound that far fetched, man. Like I could see that.
Yeah.
Being true.
Give it a few years, and it'll be.
That's something like that will be happening.
Like, the filter will never slip off.
No, there was,
Yeah.
there was this like philosopher Santa Claus on TikTok that I kept on seeing pop up, and I was like, damn, this dude is like pumping out content. Like I'm
Yeah.
seeing him on my For You page constantly,
Huh.
and I looked, and it was being posted like every 10 minutes. So I was like, there's no fucking way
He's
this
doing
dude
that,
is
yeah.
doing this. And then I paid just a little bit more attention to it, and I realized that it was like an AI video.
No way.
It was by far like the most.
It's getting ridiculous.
It was the
like,
You couldn't even tell at first.
convincing, yeah, and it was like a fucking Santa Claus, right? So
Yeah.
I should sort of assume.
Why is Santa Claus pumping out TikTok content? Yeah.
Maybe it's, but it was just weird enough. I
Yeah.
was like, nah, like someone would do that.
Yeah.
Honestly, the way I can see like AR, I mean, I never think that it would replace like the other. To your point, it's like people want to relate. They look for idols, they look for heroes, for anti-heroes and stuff. But I mean, where it's going to become interesting is with the PR game. You know, for music. I used to work in politics for 7 years, and I used
Wow.
to work like in Athens when we had this whole like European crisis, and I was doing the PR for this.
Where was this?
Crazy.
From 2013 to 2017 before I...
And this was France?
It was in Greece.
Oh, you said Athens. That's what I thought you said. Yeah, because Greece was pretty fucked up at that time. Yeah. That was all her. Yeah, she's like, I know. She's like, I know. Wow.
Kick Greece out of the EU.
Wow.
It's so dirty, the things that happen in terms of like what you end up seeing in the US or like people see in Germany, and how protests are staged, and like the narrative is like distorted in the media. So imagine having like AR. It's already like very intricate. And people don't believe it. We tend to think that things are conspiracy, but the closer you get to where the source of where things are happening,
And I'm not into conspiracies at all.
Yeah.
Super anti-conspiracy.
You're saying real life is just as crazy as conspiracy shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a movie. It's a funny movie. It's called WAG, W-A-G, the dog. I think Robert.
What kind of?
I heard of that movie. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a far-fetched. It's a parody, but still, it's interesting.
So, in your opinion, with politics, right? You think AI will just almost 100% used as a weapon in politics?
Yeah, you want to frame someone like to.
Welcome. Hi.
I actually saw your message on fan chat.
There you go. Welcome. I love it. That's great.
Hi everyone.
Yeah.
Hello. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Gabby.
Nice to meet you, Gabby. I'm Jesse.
Mark.
Nice to meet you, Mark. Jesse.
Hi.
Kat.
Nice to meet you.
Jim.
Nice to meet you, Gabby. Yavi. Nice to meet you.
Alex. Yeah. Yeah, so we're just doing like a real chill talk. This is kind of like tech, Web3 focused a little bit. A lot of us are artists. They're Superchief, so this is their space. We have some higher-minded tech people who do like cybersecurity stuff, and I'm a lowly artist, and we're just here talking, chatting about stuff.
Awesome. We're
Yeah.
artists as well.
Right on. I love it.
I saw your portfolio earlier.
Yeah?
I loved your design.
Oh, thanks so much.
Absolutely.
That's so nice.
Nice you're even wearing some of it and have some.
Yeah, always rocking it a little bit. So the idea is we were gonna do like a big collaborative mural thing. Maybe if we get some more people in here, we'll fill it out, still do it. So let's keep talking, but basically, all right, we got some people. So basically, I do these collaborative drawing things a lot. So like companies will hire me or brands will hire me to come in. I am a stream of consciousness illustrator, so I don't plan it at all. My technique is really I kind of like make lines and shapes, a lot of kind of smooth edges. I don't really think about the shapes that I'm going to make, but it usually turns into something. I'll look in the blank space in between it and kind of turn it into something else. And it allows me to kind of draw quickly and makes for good like live events and things like that. And I've been drawing for my whole life. I used to do more realism type stuff. I was doing portraits, I was doing landscapes, things like that. Like a lot of artists, I was very much a perfectionist and it got into my head and it wasn't an enjoyable experience for me. I started drawing like this actually during COVID because I was like trying to harken back to like doodling when I was younger, when I was like, wasn't trying to like make money with my art. I wasn't trying to like care if it looked a certain way, and started drawing this way. And ironically, as I started doing that, people started paying more attention. People started paying me money. I was like, actually, you know, I think people could kind of feel that it was something I enjoyed. And it is cool because I don't feel like I can make any mistakes like this. You know, like if I make a line in like a way that kind of might in my head it'd be like, oh, I fucked up. I'm like, that's okay. Just turn it into something else. The only thing I'm really paying attention to is kind of like, I'll take a step back and look if it's like balanced across the whole canvas. And I've been doing it on bigger and bigger canvases. I did it on a car at F1 a couple weekends ago. I did it on a violin at Art Basel last December. So I kind of like have been applying this art to all different things. It works really well for brands because, you know, I did something for like Voss Water at F1 and I was able to kind of like tell the brand story and the design on the bottles, and it becomes like a whole nice marketing brand thing. But it's also fun for like murals. So I'm doing like White Horse Tavern in West Village. I'm gonna do a big mural there, and it's gonna be, they used to have like Bob Dylan, Hunter S. Thompson, all these old artists and writers there, and I'm gonna like tell their story. And it's all kind of stream of consciousness, freestyle. So that's sort of my thing. I think a lot of people, artists even, get very inhibited when they are asked to just draw something and they're like, oh, how do I make it look like that or whatever. I encourage people to just go for it and not worry about how it comes out. Look at what's already there and kind of like do whatever feels good. And then I'll also do it for, you know, finance companies or, you know, insert a industry here, and encourage people who don't consider themselves artistic to do it anyway. Sometimes I'll be like, just sign your name, and then like and then they kind of get more into it, and then it's team building. It's, you know, encourages you to be more creative, and that's the idea. So that's the prompt. I think because we have like a more intimate group, maybe I'll just like ask people to go up at their leisure, mess around a little bit. We can continue our conversations because I think we were vibing, and we'll go from there.
That's good.
Yeah, awesome. And Jesse's gonna go first. Yep, you are. And Jesse's a really talented artist.
Don't say that.
It's true though.
I'm so bad at drawing.
See? See? Absolutely. We're gonna tilt it for the cameraman.
Sounds good.
And you guys are adding. And you guys are adding to it too, guys.
That's cool. Oh yeah.
Yep.
I'm super down.
Good.
Okay.
And so I have multiple. I got a few different markers. This one actually looks like it's getting a little bit dry, but we got different chisel tips and stuff like that. All right, so we wrapped up our collaborative drawing. I think it looks pretty awesome. The really cool part is that we drew from multiple directions, so I think it looks pretty great this way. I think it looks pretty great this way. This way is cool. This way, we'll have to think about it, but I think everybody did really, really good. You can kind of see there's different styles here represented, but it all kind of blends together in a cohesive kind of way. I'm honestly super happy with how this turned out. So very excited to do this again, keep doing more artist activations, and we got to talk cybersecurity, we got to talk art, we got to talk life. So thank you all so much.